What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Naja Brinee, and we're here with the first episode of the big podcast with Naja Brinee for everything WWE related and all my think pieces for pay-per-views, SmackDown, Raw, and NXT. Now, when I do this for YouTube, I usually just ramble before I get into it, but we're gonna get right into it. So starting with the pre-show match, I'm going to be completely honest, I was not fully paying attention to the pre-show match up until Damian Priest lost his cool and smashed Rick Boo's guitar, and Pat calling... I'm sorry, that was just so funny to me. Just Pat getting so mad at Damian Priest for smashing Rick Boo's guitar. Bro, I swear I have tears in my eyes. That was hilarious. That was honestly the only thing I caught from the pre-show match. I'm sorry I couldn't comment on that more, but that's basically all I caught from the pre-show match. Moving on to the show where I was actually paying attention. Now, there was speculation on Twitter, thanks to a certain journalist I will not name, put out a list of basically the matches in order of that night. And it said Charlotte and Becky were supposed to be main eventing. Don't get me wrong. I am all for the women main eventing. That's what I want. That's what I like. But what upset me was that we've seen Charlotte and Becky repeatedly 4,500 times, and I didn't think that was main event worthy in a sense, because we've seen it so many times. Didn't end up them opening the show, but which leads me into that. Now, honestly, I'm going to be completely honest and blunt. I was not looking forward to the match at all, just because, again, we've seen Becky and Charlotte so many times. I believe was 2019 is when it was 2018 or 2019, correct me if I'm wrong, when all this Becky, Charlotte, you're Ric Flair's daughter, I'm the man, this, that, and the third. It's annoying. Not annoying, maybe. It's just repetitive, and I honestly was not trying to see the same Charlotte Becky match for the 45th time. So I was not going into it expecting the match to be, most of the matches are really good matches, but I wasn't expecting the match to be top tier, because again, we've seen Charlotte and Becky so many times. I think what pulled me into the match a little more was they were shooting. They was shooting for real. Like that would kind of pulled me in. Like, I don't know. I knew they were going to bring in their real life, quote unquote, beef into the match, but the match was actually, I don't want to admit it, but the match was actually good. Probably one of their best matches to date when it came to their feud. Well, not even comes to their feud. It was actually a really good match. Like Charlotte using Becky's moves, and when Charlotte hit the disarmer, I was like, "Oh, not you stealing Becky's moves!" Like, to be honest, I was actually really paying attention to that match. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie, that was actually a really good match. Would I call it match of the night? My opinion, no. But I'm not gonna discredit them. They put a good match on. Them shooting in the match, I think, honestly made it better. In my honest opinion, that's really all I'm gonna say about their match. I'm just hoping that this is the end of the Charlotte feud, because I'm tired. I'm tired of it. and I'm tired of it. It's repetitive. I really hope that the end of their feud, Becky fans, don't come for me, please. Then moving on to the second match of the night, the Men's Survivor Series elimination match. I don't even know where to start. The beginning was so chaotic. KO walking out, I had a feeling he was going to do something, but KO walking out had me in tears because you can't be... I love KO as a heel. Heel KO is the best KO in my opinion. Like, I like him as a face too, but heel KO is the best KO because why did man walk out of the match? Like, for a split second, I was scared for Team Raw. Did I mention that? I was heavy Team Raw. I've been heavy Team Raw for years now because Team Raw has always been dominating in Survivor Series. Don't come for me either because I clap back. But yeah, KO leaving was hilarious. I'm still mad that guy, and you guys should know who that guy is, was not eliminated first, let alone being one of the last two in the match. Because why was he even in the match? And he barely did anything. I'm trying to remember everything that happened in that match. If you follow me on Twitter, you know I got beef with Booby Lashes, aka Bobby Lashley. Mainly this man's eyebrows. But Bobby and Drew getting the double count out was also funny to me. But at the same time, I kind of felt bad for Drew. But I mean, they had it come something. Bobby was a little too confident and he was doing a bit too much, not aware of the count out. I mean, I understand this is all written and stuff, but like, Bobby, what you doing? Because your team needed you. You was the muscle of Team Raw, and you're gonna get counted out to Drew McIntyre like that. That's the only time I was rooting for Bobby, because the second he put King Woods in the Hurt Lock, I was ready to wipe his eyebrows off with a makeup wipe. I'm so serious. Like, I had the beef I have with this man's eyebrows is insane. And I'm honestly still mad that guy lasted that long in the match. Like, he should have been the first one out, not KO, but I'm still mad he lasted that long in the match. I'm glad he got eliminated. Shamey hitting Jeff. That wasn't nice, Shamey. I was rooting for you for a little bit, Shamey. I need you to write a 10-page apology letter to Jeff Hardy, cause that wasn't it. That wasn't it, friend. Ooh, then Jeff and Seth being the last two. When I tell you, I was so excited. Like, I'm gonna need Jeff and Seth to run that back in the future, because that was so the little crumbs we had with Jeff and Seth. I need that. I need more of that. It'll boost my serotonin. You don't understand. Well, as predicted, obviously Team Raw won. I mean, I rep Team Raw. So, like, honestly, the takeaway from that match, Seth being sole survivor and the Seth and Jeff Hardy standoff, I'm gonna need Seth and Jeff to run that back immediately. Then the next two matches I really wasn't paying attention to, and I was gonna go back and watch, but I'm lazy, not genuine, did not feel like it. The Battle Royal, Omos killing it. Omos was killing it. Omos, honestly, I sense it in the future. Omos is gonna get a big push. Like, I feel like they're going to split him with AJ, and I kind of split him from AJ, and I kind of want that to happen. Don't come for me. I kind of want that to happen. because really Omos was carrying that match. Besides R-Truth trying to bribe Omos with that stale piece of Pizza Hut pizza, and then Otis, or as we call him, Odie, Odie eating the pizza in the middle of the ring. Like, aside from Omos carrying the match, that little part with R-Truth and Otis was just hilarious to me. Like I said, I really wasn't paying attention that match. I'm glad Omos won that whole match. I want to see more of Omos as a singles competitor. Maybe not this second, not this very second, but in the future, I do want to see Omos as like a singles, like a real dominant singles competitor, because he had 12, was it 12? It was 12 or 13 eliminations. That match alone. I got rid of Shanky, and Shanky tall as hell. Got rid of Shanky, it cleared out half of that ring. Like, I can get behind Omos. I mean, I already liked him, but I can get behind him more after this, because I want to see more from Omos as a singles competitor in the future. Then basically the only other memorable thing from that match is the Street Profits throwing that stale behind Pizza Hut pizza. Like, imagine you in the crowd, right? You look down at your phone for 5 seconds, and that boomerang of a pizza, that Pizza Hut calls it, just clocks you in the eyeball. Now you gotta fight the Street Profits for making you go blind in your left eye. Cause why y'all throwing food? Why? I could have ate that or something. Like, why are y'all throwing that food? I was hungry. Now you slapping people in the face with that hard behind Pizza Hut pizza. That's what we're not doing. I need y'all to stop. It was kind of funny, but like, imagine getting clocked in the head with a slice of pizza. Come on now. Now, the second match I really was not paying attention to until towards the end was RK Bro versus the Usos, and the only person I even liked that was in that match was Randy Orton. I can go on a rant about Footman and the Usos another day, but that was the second match I really was not into. Most I can say is Usos lost. I'm glad Randy was the one to get the pin. Moving on. Now let's get on to the women's Survivor Series elimination match. I'm gonna start off from the gate. Again, I love the women's division right now. I love the women's division. I think the match could have gone a little better, in my opinion. Like, it wasn't a bad match. It was not a bad match at all. I just think it could have been better, if that makes sense. In my head, it makes sense. So I'm going with that. But I think the match could have been, and it could have gone a little better. I remember I looked away for 5 seconds. Carmella was already eliminated. First one eliminated. No. Now, if we're gonna, I think I'm gonna just go with my highlights instead of trying to pick apart this whole match, because I'm recording this as the pay-per-view just ended, and I'm just gonna pick apart where I think the highlights, I think my highlights were, and where I had my think pieces. First part, the Sasha and Bianca in the ring. The WrestleMania part 2, the SummerSlam match we should have had and didn't get. That, like, I was smiling ear to ear. You couldn't tell me nothing. Sasha and Bianca in the ring are magic, and I hope one day they will run that back, because I need that. That'll also boost my serotonin. Like, because I got the WrestleMania vibes from just that alone, just from the standoff alone, and the the interaction they had in the ring, Sasha and Bianca had put on banger matches, and I hope we can get Sasha and Bianca again in the future. But since we're on the topic of Sasha, I knew Shotzi was gonna do something anyway to mess with Sasha or get Sasha eliminated, pin, something. I knew Shotzi was gonna do something. What I didn't expect was the whole team to turn on Sasha like that. That's what I was not expecting. And the count out, that whole part right there was horrible. Like, I love Sasha. Sasha ain't deserved it. I'm saying that. I'm sticking with it. Sasha ain't deserved that. And I think Sasha should have been the sole survivor, the last one with Bianca, to be honest. Because that would have been, y'all understand how good that would have been? But, like, at the same time, I understand, because that kept Sasha from eating a pin, and y'all would have said fire to Brooklyn alone if Sasha ate a pin from Bianca. I don't understand why, but I'm not gonna get into that. Sasha being screwed like that, I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of that. I hope that leads into SmackDown and Sasha get her licks in. Other than that, not a fan of that. Was not a fan of that. But I knew the second Sasha got eliminated and Bianca was the last, Bianca was the sole survivor, I knew after that they was giving it to Bianca. And I was right. And I'm so happy for Bianca. Bianca has had the best year out of anybody, at least from my time frame of watching WWE. Bianca Belair has had the best year to date, winning the Royal Rumble, main event in WrestleMania, making history at WrestleMania at that, winning the SmackDown Women's Championship. She held the title. Oh, I forget. What was it? I know I'm going to be incorrect. I think it was 130 days. I think. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Had a huge feud with Becky. Her feud with Sasha. To her being the sole survivor. Like, Bianca is having the greatest 2021 ever. And I hope they continue this momentum with Bianca Belair, because Bianca Belair is it. Like, Bianca Belair is, honestly, she has the potential of being one of the top faces in the company. Like, I feel like when there's going to be a time Sasha is going to leave, because Sasha has done, honestly, everything Sasha, I'm getting tongue-tied because it's making me emotional. But Sasha has done everything she possibly could when it comes to WWE. So I think they're doing the passing the torch. Slowly but surely passing the torch from Sasha to Bianca. And honestly, I think and I know Bianca has what it takes to be that top female face of the company. Bianca has it. You cannot tell me otherwise. Bianca Belair is it. She's the EST for a reason. And I'm so proud of her for the years she's had. I'm proud of her for being a sole survivor. I'm just so proud of Bianca. I love Bianca. Which leads me... if y'all couldn't... I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Now, for the audio listeners... I literally have a poster of Biggie and Roman Reigns. These were the first posters I bought when I started buying stuff from the WWE shop. Like, I've had the Survivor Series main event on my wall for an entire year. I said, anybody who knows me, if you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, pretty much anywhere, y'all know the love I have for Big E. I have it for Roman Reigns as well. Like, these two, I've expressed this on my channel before, my YouTube channel, how, like, I stopped watching wrestling when Jeff Hardy left, and I was watching it, like, sporadically, but honestly, what got me back into it was Big E and Roman Reigns alone. And I'm going to try to talk about it without crying. No promises. But I know Big E and Roman Reigns have fought before when it was the Shield versus the New Day Survivor Series. But this match meant so much to me because these are honestly like my two favorite WWE superstars. One more than the other, Big E. But these are my two favorite superstars. So the fact that they main evented, it put a smile on my face. Like I started crying like right after the women's match ended. I started crying because I promise I'm not gonna cry. I'm holding it. Hold it in, Naja. Hold it in. Stop being a baby. But yes, these two men have gotten me back into wrestling. Just their wrestling styles and what they do outside of the ring, and they're so inspirational to me. Like this match, I waited so long for this match to happen, so I was excited. I was rooting for one more than the other, Biggie, but yes, this match. Okay, I'm done gushing. I'm done gushing. Stop. Serious mode. Okay, so I'm being clear. This is the one match I paid the most attention to because this is the match I waited so long for and anticipated literally the second Big E cashed in on Bobby Lashley. Like I was like, Survivor Series is around the corner. I'm getting this match. I'm finally getting this match. I'm getting this match. I was hooked from the entrances, from Big E's entrance and the new gear. Oh my gosh, that gear is so good. For the visual listeners, right? It looks so good. It looks so good. Even Roman coming out with the red glove and the lei, like I love them. I love them. You know, on to the match. Big E did not come to play at all. Big E was angry. Big E did not come to play. Roman was I've never seen, like, Roman has put on good matches at pay-per-views against any opponent he's been in, but I've never seen Roman get, like, tossed around like that. And he even looked surprised, like, this man really tossing me around. Like, everything, the whole match was just so captivating. Like, it was basically a battle of strength to me. That's what it was. Like, Big E did not come to play. Roman did not come to play. The spear, Big E's spear through the rope scares me sometimes. But Big E's spear, then Roman returning this spear, Big E doing the big splash, and then on the ending bad on his knee, and I was scared because he's had some issues in the past with his knees. So every time he land horrible on his knee, I get a little nervous. But oh my God, that match was so good. It was so good. Roman, what would he went to pin Big E, and then he powered Big E. Y'all know what Big E is. Big E is a big man. That is a big man. That is a big man. It's in his name. Big. He's a big man. So the fact that Roman power bombed Big E like that. Oh my God. Oh my God. The one thing I am surprised about, I am very surprised them Usos ain't come out at all. And they usually come out. Anytime Roman is on a pay-per-view and he's the big match, they always come out. I am very surprised they did not come out, which is a good thing because I would have been more mad if they came out. But the only bad thing I get, I don't think it's bad. The only bad thing I'm taking from this match, again, I love Roman. I love Roman. But I honestly think Roman could have had this one pay-per-view loss. That's my opinion. If you don't agree, you don't agree. It's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. I'm being loud and clear about it. Big E honestly needed this win. I wanted him, not just because I wanted him to get the win, he needed to get this win. Because as a fan, you get so tired of people saying, oh, because he's gyrating in the ring and he, a while ago, he like did not a cartwheel. He was rolling to the ring. Like, he needs to be more serious. He needs to be a more serious champion. How can, how can you be, I don't know how to put this. I really don't know how to put this without sounding mean, because if I say it how I want to say it, it's going to come off mean and I'm going to start ranting bad. But just because he is fun loving before he gets in the ring, I don't know which I'm saying y'all, because there's a lot of y'all that be coming at me about Big E being serious. So what? He gyrates to the ring. So what? He acts silly. So what? He makes jokes. So what? Y'all see what this man does in the ring. When that bell ring, that man is serious as can be. And I wanted him to get that win so people can start taking him more serious. And I honestly and truly believe after this match, honestly, this is probably one of Big E's best matches to date, besides his match with Booby Lashes. This is honestly his best match to date. And I genuinely hope, even though he didn't win, I genuinely hope people start taking him serious and stop calling him like, oh, you're silly, you don't deserve to be champ. I genuinely hope y'all start taking this man serious, because Big E put it out. Big E put everything on the line. Roman put everything on the line. The match was great. Just in my humble opinion, Big E should have won. Big E deserved that win. I honestly think he needed that win to put him up there more. I mean, I already put him up there, but to other people who are already starting to turn on him, 2 months, he's been champ for, what, it's 70 days now? Well, as I'm recording this, 70 days. He's been champ for 70 days. In 2 months. Almost 3. Let the reign marinate. Like, come on now. Please stop. Because I go into defense mode for him in the New Day. Y'all can't try me with him in the New Day, because I'll start cursing out people. My group chat, my friends in my group chat know I'll be up in arms for the New Day. So yeah, that's honestly my opinion. I really wanted Big E to win, just for that, just to shut people up. Just to shut them up. Shut up the dirt sheets, shut up the people in that federation that talk trash about him. I just wanted them to shut up about him. Congrats to Roman, but yeah, Big E was the one that needed this win, and I hope that's not the last of Big E versus Roman that I see. It's time for another rant. Show's already over. Roman's doing his thing. What pissed me off, and I shouldn't have got my hopes up to begin with, WWE has been teasing The Rock all month. Teasing The Rock all show. Roman did a Uranagi. They called it the Rock Bottom. All these little Rock promo things, the Rock video clips they were putting out. Y'all did all this hype. Even had the freaking egg from Red Notice. Vince McMahon pulled up. Vince McMahon is never on screen for the pay-per-views unless it's WrestleMania. Vince McMahon was there. So I had really truly believed The Rock was going to be there. That match ended so fast, I thought The Rock was going to come out. I would hit my hand. That's how mad I am. Where the hell were you, Dwayne? You sitting at home eating your nasty French toast sandwiches and peanut butter. I hope you constipated for 3 weeks, and I hope you choke on the peanut butter without no water. Because why would you get my hopes up? Why would you do that? Why would WWE do that? It's like, y'all don't understand how I can't even say I'm pissed because I had a feeling he wasn't going to show up. But I'm like, I'm bummed. Because who wouldn't want to see Rocky? The Rock! As John Cena would say, The Rock! Like, I'm not streaming Face Off no more. And I memorized your verse so I can sing along with you when you came back. You didn't even come back. The audacity, Dwayne. The audacity. Sick of this. In all honesty, though, I do hope he comes back. Not for WrestleMania, though. I don't want him to come back for WrestleMania because I am heavily pushing the Rollins agenda. I want Seth Rollins to win the Rumble. And main event, WrestleMania with Roman. So I can get my Rollins agenda and my Shield crumbs all in one so I can cry like a baby. Like, there's no other winner to the Royal Rumble. There's no other main event aside from Roman and Seth Rollins. That's it. That's all. That is all. Now, Rocky could come back for the day one pay-per-view for New Year's Eve. He can come back at the Rumble, challenge Roman. Some. Because y'all not going to promote the living hell out of The Rock all month and not have The Rock come back. Give him the Goldberg check, because y'all be having Goldberg come back 3 times a year for $5 million. Better give him a Goldberg check a little bit more. You can afford it. I just need Rocky back for like 2 nights just to come talk trash to Roman and then main event, and then he can go back to wanting to play James Bond for whatever reason. That's all I want. Rock, come back. I'm begging at this point. Please. But that basically concludes the first episode of the Big Podcast with Naja Brinee. Thank you guys so much for listening, and expect more. They'll get better and better as we progress. This is only the first episode, so hope I made y'all laugh. Hope y'all agree with some of the things I said. If you disagree, argue with your mother. But thank you guys so much for listening, and stay tuned for the next episode where I discuss Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later.